I want to take a look at Transformers Studio Series concept art Megatron. Mouthful as his government name may be, this figure has quickly risen to god-tier status in my collection. Based on concept art, from the opening of the Bumblebee movie, this take on the Decepticon leader is perfection in my opinion. Beautifully G1 stylized while maintaining the overall aesthetic of the live-action films. His posability is flawless. When I say this guy has an insane range of motion, I mean it. His legs, more than likely helped by the transformation, can get an incredible spread, and that makes for some wonderfully wondrous walking and running stances. Waist swivel is unhindered by any other parts, and the arms have so much articulation that they even include adjustable fingers. It makes for a perfect villain claw, or such heroic nonsense firing fist. All that being said, how I feel about the face sculpt kinda depends. I think it's a great look, and I much prefer it over the '07 head, but sometimes I look at it and it still just seems too busy. I know they can't just do the Silver Surfer faces from the cartoons, but like, which one of these is his mouth? The only accessory included is this massive maniacal fusion cannon, and baby, that is all I need. Nailing the size of the cannon and scale to Megatron himself is something they haven't gotten right every time, but honestly, this deserves to be up there with the best. Although I don't know why they did it, they did make it so the cannon can fold up and attach to his back. Or I guess you can leave it unfolded for an even more G1 accurate look. Moving on to transformation, this Megatron was made a triple changer by the fine folks at Hasbro, so let's get started with the tank. A go-to alt mode for most modern Megatrons, transformation can seem daunting on your first go, but stick with it a couple times and it'll eventually feel like second nature. I'd say the hardest part is actually the first step, and that getting the posable fingers in the right position to go into the forearm can be tricky. I feel like most people's instinct, as well as mine, would be to just close the fist, but that's not exactly what you need. While we're on hard steps, I don't know if this is just my copy, but these tank treads are incredibly difficult to get out of his thighs. There's not really a telltale click either, so half the time I realize I'm destroying my fingers for a part that's already in place. Megatron is always going to look good as a tank, and really, this time is no exception. The turret can swivel all 360 degrees, although, hey, I wonder where his head is. I do think the way the legs work is really clever, though. It's a new, fresh take on a movement that I think has been soured for me by other Megatrons. Unfortunately, going from tank to jet is where the mighty Megatron falls flat on his face. This could 100% be a me thing, but I find this transformation abysmal. It's finicky, overly precise, and for a lot of it, I feel like I'm just praying that loose parts stay where they're supposed to. Nothing really tabs in until the very end of the transformation, and even then I find myself with a severe case of God damn it, just get in there! The end result is a jet, I guess? It's not really that bad, I just can't get behind these flimsy little wings, and it will always just look kinda crooked. Hey, it hides the head better than the tank mode, though. Overall, I'm not sure why this needed to be a triple changer, and I think if a little more love was put into one mode instead of kind of doing both, I'd like the transformation a lot more. All that being said, the robot mode is still phenomenal, and it grants a wish I think every fan who saw Bumblebee had, to see what this more G1 accurate universe could do with Megatron. And by God, they delivered. Gripes with jet modes aside, Megatron is gorgeous, and there's a reason this figure is so sought after. He's just pure eye candy in the best way possible. Thanks for looking at this robot with me, and if you think I've got the touch or the power, why not consider dropping a like or a follow? It'd really help me out, and I'd super appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time we take a look at the Transformers.